Now, I do admit this is all pretty bizarre, so we'll start here. Current WBC Diamond, WBA Super, and IBF 140-pound champion Josh Taylor has controversially signed with Top Rank Boxing and ESPN here in the States. Controversial wise because his former team, Cyclone Promotions trainer Shane McGuigan and Barry McGuigan, seem stunned and pretty much are threatening legal litigation. So Josh Taylor is pretty much saying that his contract is up. Now, Top Rank is very, very powerful. So if they got him, then they got him. He ain't going nowhere. But here's where things get confusing and bizarre. Now, one of his mandatories here, let's start here. This is a good place to start. So let's get a little bit casual here, all right? So when you're a champion, and look at this, I know it looks crazy, but I color code this for a reason. This is me who does this. By the way, I got to update my rankings this week. So on my website, FightView360.com, the link is down below in the description box. We have the official rankings for the WBC, WBA, IBF, and WBO. I color code them. So basically, Jose Ramirez is the current WBC and WBO 140-pound champion. Josh Taylor has the other two belts that significantly matter, the WBA and the IBF. Mario Barrios, WBA World, Ismael Barrasso, WBA Gold, Josh Taylor, WBC Diamond, and Victor Postol is the WBC mandatory. They were supposed to fight next week, but because of the coronavirus in China and them being on quarantine, like an actual whole Wuhan, I think it's that they're saying like 11 million people quarantined. Basically, the fight got canceled or postponed to a later date at a different venue. So already shit is in shambles over at 140 pounds because a super fight that we were waiting for is going to get pushed back. So in a perfect world, we would have seen Jose Ramirez versus Josh Taylor no later than, I would say, July or so. But now Ramirez and Postol it has to go through. So we can see that fight, in March. I'm sure they're probably trying to get something done to have it as soon as possible. But initially it's been canceled or postponed. So Josh Taylor, since he's not fighting a unification or Jose Ramirez, he has to fight his mandatory. Apinun, I got to put this as a U. I got to change this. Khongsong. Here he is right here. He is a Thai fighter. 16-0 with 13 KOs. He knocked the shit out of Ikehiro Kondo. And from the tape I've watched, he's got some power. Whatever happens with this fight, it's going to be exciting. But the fight is going to happen because this bizarre shit happened right here. Sampson Boxing, also the promoter of Jason Rosario, also this man is credited as being the man who brought Manny Pacquiao to the States. Sampson Boxing won the purse bid, and also they work very closely with Top Rank. In fact, Lewkowicz also promotes Javier Fortuna, who's going to be taking on Luke Campbell, possibly on the zone. But anyway, in Springfield, New Jersey, Lewkowicz submitting a winning bid of $1.32 million, topping Top Rank submission of $1.26. Under IBF rules, the fight must take place within 90 days of the purse bid or by April 20th, 2020. Champion Taylor will be entitled to 65% of the winning bid, $858,000, while Khongsong will receive 35%, $462,000. So you may have questions just like I do. It's like, wait a minute. How did they just sign him and then lose a purse bid? Well, there's a budget for shit. And they probably like, listen, we just signed him to all this money. We ain't going, to give him no more. So let them. But it's just weird. This is Lewkowicz with Jason Rosario last week. It's just a bit bizarre, because it's like, you signed him. And I get it, because he's making Top Rank money. Just like you've heard about Al Heyman fighters who get that second check, they're signed to PBC. Then he get Top Rank money, and then he get the fight purse money too. It's just a little, it's all confusing. So here is an article from ESPN. I am happy to win this. I will send the contract to Top Rank shortly, Lewkowicz said. The only one to ever beat me in a purse bid was Japanese promoter Akihiro Honda. He promotes Murata. and he never produced a fight. I believe that Taylor's a great champion, but I will not be surprised when Khongsong wins, just like I wasn't surprised last week when Jason Rosario won. Nobody believes me, but I represent the best fighters on earth. Look, if his purse bid does come as a surprise, but not only does he have to pay the other side the most money, but because the fight will be the first for Taylor signed on with Top Rank expected to promote Taylor's next fight. That's crazy. So basically, you know, like they're gonna. Sampson said he will do the fight, and we'll wait and see what the details are. I'm already told ESPN. He's the chief matchmaker for Carl Moretti, the chief matchmaker for Top Rank. If he wants to pay for that type of fight, then God bless him. Ooh, that's an ugly quote. What do you mean? While Taylor of Scotland has emerged, this is written by Dan Rayfield with ESPN, by the way. So basically, does he have the broadcast rights too? How does this work? It's very confusing. And when you look where Top Rank probably was like, yo, like we're not going above, and it's not 1.3 to 1.26. This is all very confusing, but we just got to see how this shit plays out, right? Nonetheless, between 140 and 154, I'm just disgusted how like shit just been playing out, like where the fights that we wanted to see and possible unifications are undisputed are being pushed back by bullshit. You know, in the case of a fucking epidemic outbreak of the coronavirus, you know, you can't really like help that shit. And, you know, they knew that when they signed Josh Taylor, they was going to have to fight the mandatory. That's going to be his first fight with Top Rank. But I guess they didn't expect for, you know, it's just crazy. Anyway, I'm TstreeT Controversy with FightView360.com. Oh, and by the way, Jose Ramirez has 2 mandatories. We remember he's fighting Postol no matter what, and then Catterall WBO. You know, and then God, look at this mess with the WBA. But God, I'm sorry. The WBA, they make me sick. You make me wretch. I'm TstreeT Controversy with FightView360.com. Please subscribe.